Good hits, you feel me? Shout out my boy.
Shout out.
Let's go,
crazy.
Let's fucking go. We fucking with y'all.
What's up, Good Hits gang? We're talking about one of the most buzzing rappers in the tri-state area, Babyface Kobe, and all of his hit singles like 2:38 AM, Zero Gravity, and Paralyzed, which features Casper, all of the happenings and drama going on in underground rap in the tri-state area, and more. So sit back and relax and take a listen to this conversation with Babyface Kobe. We're now on Volume 9, Episode 4 of Good Hits TV. I can't believe it. Hope you guys are staying warm. Salute.
She hate the way that I live, but this trash shit keep me going. And I'm copping high class linens, probably catch me in Eric Owens. I used to jig and finesse shit, hurt my soul, had to start zoning. But I'm with your bitch and she blown. I got my comebacks.
What's up, Good Hits gang? You know what we're about. We're bleeding the block for the best in underground rap here in New York City and beyond. And shit, boy, do we got a treat for you today. Babyface Kobe up in the cut, up in the Good Hits studio. We're coming live from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York. Dude, how you doing, man? Let's start out simple, bro. How you living? How you living, Kobe?
I'm good, man. Working.
Hell yeah.
I just feel like I've been working a lot recently. Shit been picking up for me. Just trying to stay consistent. That's
music shit.
That's my biggest thing. Like, just staying consistent with everything. Dropping more music. Feel me? Posting more. I feel like I just gotta be more active.
I feel it. I feel like you got a show coming up too.
Yeah, I just had a show in Linden, in Jersey. Shout out Jersey.
Yeah.
I went crazy.
You're from Jersey, right? Originally?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey. You feel me? It's like I spent a lot of time in like two separate parts of Jersey. So like my father and like my mother side of the family, they live in like a part called Newark. So that's like up north. And then, like my other half of my family is in like another side called Piscataway. So it's like
Piscataway, right?
You feel me?
Right.
I spent like basically my life going back and forth from there. Just
New York shows versus New Jersey shows.
It's very different cultures. You said Jersey versus New York shows?
Yeah.
Honestly, like New York shows better. You feel me? New York always come lit for me. You feel me? They always show me love in the city. And I just feel like, I mean, even though Jersey's my home, like that's the home team, that's the hometown. I just feel like they got a lot of catching up to do culturally. You feel me? Like a lot of people ain't really like active on the scene in Jersey, even though there's a lot of talent out there.
There's like a little underground scene out there though.
It's starting to come. You feel me? Because of people like shout out my son Fat, like DJ Fat.
Right.
He's from Jersey. My boy Nino, like even though he's not from Jersey, he live in Jersey. He put on for Jersey. Like,
Nino, yeah.
You feel me? So that's family right there. So all of us, we trying to build the state up. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of talent. I just feel like nobody be looking over. Like we right across the water from one of the biggest, if not the biggest, you know, Mecca in hip hop.
I feel that. So when did you kind of get started with the whole music thing, dude? I feel like you've been dropping kind of since like 2019. It's been a few years now.
So honestly, I've been rapping probably since like 2015. Initially, like when I started rapping, like I went under a different day. I was like Lil Kobe. So like I was dropping like just to kind of play around like with SoundCloud and shit. This is like beginning of the SoundCloud era. And we was just making shit out my son's basement. Shout out Shane. And I was dropping. And at first, like, I didn't really know what sound I wanted to go with. Like, I wasn't really in the type of sound I'm doing today. Like, I was just making, like, I wouldn't say, like, bullshit. But to me, it's bullshit now. You feel me? I don't like them songs. But it got me a following. Like, and then probably like around 2017, 2018, like, I took a break. Like, I moved to L.A., I didn't really stay consistent with music, you feel me? But
you moved to LA on some music shit or just like some life shit?
Kind of both. Like I went out there for music initially, but like it was really just because I didn't feel like I had a place in Jersey, New York. I feel like I done everything I could have done already out here. So I tried to see like what I could get out of LA. It was fun. Like I had a good experience in LA. Like I met a lot of good people, a lot of people that I'm still cool with to this day.
I always tell like all the underground rappers I interview, like a lot of them go to LA, but I feel like New York is where it's at. Like, what do you think LA versus New York in terms of like the underground rap scene, all of that shit, the shows, everything?
So if you asked me that question probably like four or 5 years ago, I would have said LA. But like after spending a lot of time out here, I honestly feel like New York is better. Like I go out to LA to visit, you feel me, have fun. You feel me, go smoke weed, get high, fuck with the bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like in terms of like you said, underground culture. There's a lot more like shit busting over here in New York right now. Like,
I feel that.
And plus, New York's busting because of like shit like the drill scene. I mean, just bringing more attention. A lot of shit's just being brought a lot of attention to the city right now. So I feel like right now, New York is where it's at. Like,
do you think your sound has changed a lot since the Lil Kobe days, or do you still draw from that?
I'm a completely different artist now. Like, I feel like I said back then, I didn't really know what I wanted to get out of music. I was just making like just regular, like I said, bullshit songs I thought people would like, and it got me plays. So I'll say that like it worked to an extent. Like I was getting, you feel me, tens, thousands, hundreds of thousands of plays back then on SoundCloud. So it's like I feel like I was making it. So you can still
find all that shit, all the Lil Kobe stuff still up there.
Like if you go to the bottom of my SoundCloud, it's probably a few songs like Aquafina, Birdman, and like maybe like Die in LA. Like that's what I would say. That's like the Lil Kobe era. Like
yeah.
And then like probably like around like 2017, 2018, I started switching my sound, but I also took a break. You feel me? Like I took a break from music, so it's like I had to figure out, like I said, what type of artist I wanted to be. Like back in the day, I was just making shit that I thought sounded cool, and now I feel like I'm really like I got everything together. I got my sound, my style, everything.
Dude, all babies go to heaven. That's so like I was like, all right, I gotta interview him. Like this shit's different, bro. Like
I worked on that album for like 2 years, almost 3 years. You feel me? I made like so many versions of that album, bro. Like probably like 4 or 5 versions of that album to get that final version that y'all got to hear. And I tell artists all the time, like, you feel me? Like when you dropping projects, like it's one thing to drop singles and be like, you know what I'm saying, going viral off singles, but to drop like a really good project, like I don't want skips on my project. So every time I drop a project, it's gotta be all hits to me, like 1 through 11. You don't want to stop playing that shit. You feel me? And I want it to be versatile too. I don't want it to be the same. So, like some people like when albums sound the same. Like I don't. Like when my albums, like the first side of the album might be a bunch of hype shit, a bunch of shit you could get turned to, and then like towards the bottom might be some more vibe shit.
Yeah, my favorite song's Lightspeed. Like it's like more of a vibe. It's more like it's more chill. Like I don't know, that shit's chill.
Off the shrooms to that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Dude, speaking of that shit, it's like, dude, I feel like your music is very like production, like perfection. It's like I don't know who's producing your shit, but
shout out Arcosa. That's like my main producer. Like you feel me? Like my babe, nigga. That I tell people like you should try to branch out on me as many producers as possible to like get other sounds. But like me personally, like I lock in with one person. Once I see who I like that's anything with me. Like my barber, when I get my hair retwisted, I want the same person. So once I found Arcosa, like he made Tokyo Dreams. That was the first song we decided to like drop together. Was Tokyo Dreams, and after that, shit just went crazy. I honestly give him a lot of credit for like helping me like revamp and reshape my career. Like production is so important. Like I don't know why people be trying to diss like producers and shit like that, because without them it's like,
almost like half the song, to
it's
be
not
honest.
Almost
it is like really makes it.
And then to all my producers out there, like if you really want to be smart with it, y'all have to start getting writing credits, because you guys are composing the beat. Like you're writing the beat, so like you could get writer credits if you're a real producer. If not, you're just a beat maker. Like there's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Right.
I mean, a producer makes the whole song come together from like the ad-libs and all that shit. Like, and that's another thing with Arcosa. Like when I first met him, he was just more of like a beat maker. Like, but now like he'll tell me, he'll be in the studio like, nah, do this flow, like switch it up like this. Like he's turning it into a producer. Like he knows what he wants to get out the track, and that's important when you locking in with producers. Like, because that can make or break whether the song comes out like good or like amazing.
No, for sure, dude. That's the sauce.
It's the little
for
shit.
Sure.
It's the little shit. Like I'm really detail oriented. Like,
dude, even the cover art for that album is dope, though.
Bro, the cover, you know,
you're in Hollywood. If you look at the background,
it was a reference. Hold up, I'm fake about to show you, because I don't know if everybody, like nobody really knows, but like it was a reference to like, I think it was like this old band that that did like pretty much an ad just like that, and I had to remake this shit. You feel me? Like,
oh damn, dude. That is fire.
I had this picture in my camera roll for like 2.5, 3 years, bro. Trying to find an exact location. I was gonna shoot it in New York at first, but then like I couldn't find a place that looked like that picture in New York. That shit was outside the W in Hollywood. Like,
that's fire,
shout out my son
dude.
Taj for really getting that pic exactly how I pictured it. You feel me? And that's another thing too. Like when I was younger, I used to like to read books a lot, but like the way I would like pick my books half the time was like the cover. Like the cover had to be fire to me. So like I look at it the same way for my music.
Judge
like,
a book by the cover, bro.
Half the time that's what people are doing. Most of the time people judging shit by the cover. They're not even gonna play it if it don't have some fire shit. I take cover art super serious, bro. Like everything. Like,
when I do promotions, dude, that flyer is important, man. Like,
absolutely.
Dude, for your New York show, I think you had a New York show, and you had like that black and white flyer.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah, bro.
I like flyers like that, where it's just like two colors.
Attention grabbing. I had them putting posters up all over the city for that shit. Everything.
Nah, that was lit, dude. I actually wanted to pull up. I had a show that night, though.
Shout out Punks for making that come together. You feel me? They put that shit together.
Dude, one main feature on the album, Casper. I feel like you guys have collaborated a few times. How did you come to know Casper? Talk to me about that relationship, like building music together and all of that, working with him.
So Casper's like really my twin, like, and I'm not saying that on some like funny like, oh, that's the bro. Like I was born December 13th, he's born December 14th. So when I met him, it was probably like, I think maybe not like almost 4 years ago. And I met him on my birthday in the studio. Wow. So like it was my birthday going into his birthday, and he was doing a session. Like I pulled up with some mutual friends we had at the time. And I told him, I was like, yeah, it's my birthday today. He was like, yo, it's my birthday tomorrow or coming up on midnight type shit. And he started listening to some of the shit I was making. And at the time, like, Casper had a lot of followers. From I still don't have like OD followers. I think I have like 8,000 right now. But like Casper, like the thing I really fuck with about him is like he doesn't care about like whether you have like a bunch of followers or a bunch of plays or anything. Like he's looking for raw talent. Like he wants to see if you actually can make good music, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of followers or get a lot of plays that their shit's shitty. You feel me? He doesn't really care about that, and like that's a true artist to me. So we always connected on that. And plus he put me on my engineer, shout out Bones. So like Casper's always been there to just be like a brother, like a real brother. Like if we never made music, he would still be my friend, like outside of rap. Like fuck
he's a cool dude,
shit. Like
man.
we're actually like brothers. You know
so you knew him from the PPG Casper days. Yeah. And I feel like he sounds like that again when he's on the track with you, dude. When I listen to Paralyzed,
I try to bring that side out of him, because you know he's so versatile. Like he could do anything. Like he can make an R&B track, he can make rock, he can make, you know, shit like Paralyzed hip hop. You know, it's anything with him. So I try to get him in that bag whenever we get in the studio, because like he likes having fun. I feel the type of music we make is fun, like shit like Paralyzed, him, In My Body. You feel me? Those are the type of songs like, dude, I know people want to hear.
It's so interesting how like raps change, because a lot of the music that we hear that's like rap music in 2022, like if you ask somebody, you went back in time and asked somebody from 2010, is this rap music? They wouldn't even know what to call it. It's just like shit's just changed, bro.
I feel like part of that is because of like the type of artists that started to go mainstream and like the type of style they were doing, like people like Thug and like Future, like who didn't rely more on bars, but it was more the delivery and the melodies that made people like connect and like fuck with their music. You know what I mean? Like the production changed, like everything started changing around that time, and ever since then, like people have been taking like little bits and pieces from other artists and putting it to what we have today. Like, and I feel like people, like, because we're melodic, people sleep on like that they think we can't rap. Like if you're really listening to the music, you're listening to the lyrics, we're saying crazy shit like all the time. Like the bars go over people's head all the time. Like I feel like sometimes people don't really be listening. They just enjoying the melody because it's catchy. But
that's true. Like, the genre of what is defined as rap or hip hop has just totally widened.
I feel like there's so many subgenres now. Like it's not one thing you could call hip hop. Like back in the day, like if you said something was hip hop, like in the 90s, you knew exactly what that sounded
Boom
like.
bap,
you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you say hip hop, bro, you could be talking about some drill shit. You could be talking about like some Uzi shit. You could be talking about fucking some like Clip or Casper. Like, you know, be like, it's so many different type of.
Kind of going off that, like, what are your biggest like influences? People that who's your fucking like Spotify rap? The people that you listen to day to day, and also the people that you grew up listening to that you think like feeds into the type of music you make.
I feel like I listen to so much shit. Like I listen to everything. Like I'll be bumping like I don't know like a bunch of Sosa. Then I'll put on like a song by like Lord or something like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I fuck with everything. Or like even like
Lord.
Tame Impala, Toy Moore. Like I fuck with all type of songs. But like for me, like the shit that made me start changing the way I rap, cause like when I actually like used to rap like back in the day, like on some fun shit with my homies, it was like that boom bap type of rap. Like the shit that was in at that time was like Joey Badass, like Underachievers, Flatbush Zombies, that type of shit. So when we was rapping, that was the type of shit we was doing. But I remember the first time I heard Young Thug, bro, like he changed what I thought like.
I can see that for you being a big like
music could sound like this is rap music still, like, and that shit was so hard to me because he was being melodic and he was still rapping, and it was just the flows, the pockets, it was crazy to me. And like so Thug, Sosa, even people like Party Next Door, like I feel like
it's interesting how many rappers I interview increasingly recently that name like Party Next Door.
Because for me, like Party Next Door, he introduced like he made R&B and hip hop like into one thing. You know what I mean?
I need to listen to him more.
Just listen to that first Party Next Door project, his self-titled album, Party Next Door.
Classic.
That shit.
I need to check it out,
bro.
Yeah.
It's the production, bro. Like the production on that album is crazy. Like I take influence from that album to this day. Like the synths, the way some of the kicks are on that album. Like even the way he does like his ad libs and flows and shit. Like Party was going crazy. Like,
a regular nigga look at Party Next Door is just for strictly bitches. You know what I mean?
No,
as an artist, you listen to certain shit and you just hear certain, like you said, ad libs and certain production. Shit made that just influence you.
I feel that.
I get shit from everything. Like,
Thug is unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable.
Free him,
free
dude.
Thug, free Gunna, free YSL, man.
Free YSL.
Free the whole YSL, man. Fuck Atlanta DA.
Yeah, dude. What do you think of like drill music, dude? Just like Jersey, like kind of growing up in this area of the country. What do you think of drill? And what do you think of Jersey Club? What do you think of like this combination of drill and Jersey Club that we're hearing?
That shit crazy because when I used to grow up, like they used to play dumb Jersey Club music. You feel me? That was dead ass the wave. Like especially like middle school, like niggas was dead ass club dancing. So like. To just hear now like they fucking like everybody's fucking with Jersey Club is weird, because I remember back in the day like it was just like exclusive to Jersey. Like if you went outside of Jersey and tried to play Jersey Club, like niggas wasn't really jacking that, you feel me? So it's just funny now, like just to see everybody fucking with that. I fuck with drill music.
Yeah.
And I fuck, like I said, I fuck with everything. If it sound good, I'ma fuck with it. Like I don't really like to put boxes or like say I only listen to one type of category or anything like that. I feel like that's how you like. Because people like to say they not influenced by shit, but everybody influenced by everything. Like,
it's impossible.
Whether you don't, whether you think you're not or you know you are, like you're being influenced. So it's like, because you didn't come out the womb just being how you are. You feel me? It's just a bunch of shit that happened in your life that you ran into, that you listened to, that you seen, that makes what you are. Like I get like a lot of times for my music, for like cover art, all that shit. Like I get that shit from like TV shows and like movies and shit. Like. I spend mad time watching movies just for like inspiration and shit like that, like shit to talk about in songs and references and bars and shit like that. Like I watch hella movies just for that specifically.
Kobe, what do you think of the term hyper trap? Like, what do you think of this new genre of like hyper trap? These artists like Yeet, Ken Carson, Autumn. You know, like what do you think of that sound? I feel like you're kind of in that same vein of making music that has that same production quality. You know what I mean?
Some of my songs like have,
and a lot of those artists are blowing, so it's a good avenue to be in. Yeah. So like, what are your thoughts? I feel like the youths are loving the sound, that type of sound right now.
That's the shit that's going up.
Go to a Yeet concert.
That's my like. You feel me? I've been fucking with Yeet, bro, since like 2017 maybe. You feel me? Me knowing each other. I got old songs with Yeet. I got some newer shit with Yeet. For me, I got some shit with Yeet on the way.
Dude, you gotta clear those Yeet songs to drop,
you feel me? Nah, I've been talking to him about he really want to make some new shit with me, because like a lot of shit we got is older. So like Yeet switched his sound a lot since like the shit we were making back then, and even before he blew up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he switched a lot of his sound again. So he wants to keep his shit current, which I feel like as an artist, like I don't want people dropping my old shit, because a lot of my shit I might not like it. You feel me? Even if people think it sound good, like at the end of the day, all that matters is if you fuck with it. So
Yeah.
But, like, the whole lane and stuff, like, a lot of these dudes, bro, like, I've known them for years. Like, Fago, you know what I'm saying? Used to be trying to hit me up, work. Ken, Summers, Autumn, all of them. You feel me? I used to fuck with Ken. I don't fuck with Ken like that no more, but, like,
yeah.
You feel me? Like,
yeah.
it's just, you feel me? All these niggas, like, a lot of them was fans, bro. I'm gonna come clean. Like,
yeah.
A lot of them niggas was fans. Like, they was fucking with my music. And that's, like, another thing. Like, when I was growing up at that time, like, I wasn't taking it, like, serious. Because, like, a lot of the success that was coming to me was early. So, like, I thought it didn't take as much effort as it really did to get where I was trying to go. Because, like, I was going to, like, label meetings when I was, like, like 17, you feel me?
Right.
Sony offices, you feel me? All that shit. Columbia. So, it's just, like, I feel like when you have early success, sometimes like you stumble,
right?
Like, you don't, like I said, see the gravity of what you're really doing and what it takes to get to where you're trying to go.
Damn,
now,
dude, that's some real
like,
shit. No, for sure.
I would tell a lot of young artists that's going on right now, because a lot of us are young. We're young as fuck. Like, I'm only 23.
Dude.
I'm 23, but like, for me, a lot of us, we like 20, 21. You feel me? Getting all this money, getting all this fame, not know what to do.
Increasingly, you see that
it's a young
in
man
rap.
Game.
It's becoming like it's weird because it's like
game, bro.
Yeah, you'll see like a Benny the Butcher or a Freddie Gibbs break late in their career, and then now you'll also see like a 16-year-old break.
2 Chainz, but you know who started that was Sosa.
Yes, he was the first one to do it.
16. That's the thing. I remember distinctively, like when I was a young nigga, like. When they said he was 16, that shit was fucking my head up.
Too, in those old videos.
But that shit was fucking my head up, because I was just like, how did he go this crazy? And he's like, he was like maybe like 3-4 years older than me at the time. Like, I was just like, bro, like, it seemed he made rap look like more achievable. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's because like it's easier to like make music now? Like it's easier to make music out of your bedroom. Like you can set up a studio in your bedroom. Example, now.
Like. So, like, if you look at, like, those first Chief Keef videos that was blowing up, he was on house arrest.
Yeah,
so
it was just him in the house.
Everything he had to shoot was in the crib.
Oh, I miss those, bro.
Bro, that changed the way we shoot videos. Literally. He didn't even... It wasn't on purpose. He just couldn't go outside. You feel me? So, it's like, now everything's running gun. Because he was doing running gun.
I love running gun.
You feel me?
That'll always be my favorite genre. It was just raw.
It was just raw video.
It's just the homies chilling. Like, that's a real.
You feel me? It wasn't planned. There's no script to this shit. You're going to bring the camera to the crib. We're going to play the song. And we're going to turn up. That's it. And that's all it took. Like, and other people started seeing that. And it's like a formula. You feel me? My thing is always less is more. Like, I don't try to do too much. Like, you feel me? If you can, like, do more with less.
Out of all the visuals, 2:38 a.m., Zero Gravity, Paralyzed, all of them, which is your top visual that you've shot, that you put out?
Damn, that's hard. Like, the hardest video is probably Paralyzed.
Yeah, that shit's hard, dude.
But, like, I fuck with 2:38 a.m. just because, like, I remember, like, shout out Mason, because, like, I think he's probably, like, my favorite. Him and Water Plus are my favorite videographers, you feel me? They shoot all my videos. But fucking Mason and me, like, we rented out a church. Like, I rented out a church
for 2:38 a.m.
2:38, and like, I just remember, like, I'm doing all that, like, I'm independent, you feel me? I ain't have a manager at the time. Like, I'm not signed, so it's like I'm doing all this shit on my own. But like, I seen how the video came out, I was just like OD proud, because I was like, that shit came out so fire. It looked so like clean, and like everything was exactly how I envisioned it coming out. And
yeah,
you feel me? Like that I was proud of that video just because like I did that on my own.
I feel that.
You feel me?
Last couple of questions, man. First one, hypothetical situation. You walk into like a label office, I'm your A&R, and I'm like, you have an unlimited budget for any feature you want in the world. Any feature. What's the first artist you're calling?
Kanye.
Okay, fair enough.
Off the rip.
That was quick.
Was there like, if we did a top 3, was there any other ones?
Probably like Thug.
Yeah.
And then like, maybe like, I don't know, Drake or Future.
I knew it. Okay.
Drake, probably Drake, just cause like strategically that would it would make too much sense. Like, You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I would be dumb not to get a Drake feature.
Yeah, no, I feel Drake's the most common one people say. So, but Kanye's a good one. You had no hesitation with that one. That was real.
Because Kanye is just like, he's one of my, like I said, one of my biggest influences too. Style-wise, yeah, he's the GOAT to me. Like, yeah. Style-wise, sonically, like, I'm trying to get in that bag. Like, right now I'm making the type of music, like you said, that's like in the underground SoundCloud. But like, eventually I do like want to transition into making like crazier shit, like shit that people don't really hear every day type of shit. You feel me? Like,
I feel that.
Like,
I feel that.
Yeah, like.
All right, last couple. Kobe, you open up your DMs and you see an artist you don't really know. You open up the DM and it says, "I fuck with your music. I want to get a feature in." ? I'm creating a spreadsheet of all the underground artists in New York City, tri-state area. How much are you taxing? What's your process in evaluating and appraising?
I mean, now
for all the young artists watching this shit,
I'm not gonna lie, like, don't charge everybody for a feature, cause like, no funny shit. That's the reason I don't have songs with like Summers right now. You feel me? Like, Fago, I don't have songs with him. Can I don't have songs with him. All cause like I wasn't answering my DMs and like I wasn't like responding. To like work enough. Like, they was hitting me up to work before they blew up. Mind you, they wasn't up the way they are now. They didn't sound like that now, but like they still had that potential. But I wasn't really like even giving niggas like a chance. I wasn't really even listening, because like I just had my own shit going on. You feel me? Like, I was doing a lot of shit on my own, so
it kind of just depends.
It depends, like, but like if I don't know you and like, you feel me, and you want a song now, it's like the price is up now, because I'm under murder management now, so it's
I feel that.
You feel me? Shout out Osiris. You feel me? Shout out Bloody. Shout out everybody. Yeah. Shout out Murder Gang. Shout out Max. Everybody Murder Gang. Butter. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
The prices is up right now, so I can't even really like say a definitive number. It's gonna be taxed though.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. No, you gotta eat though, like for real.
I don't like that shit. Like, when people come on my DM trying to get free shit, like all type of shit. Like, I invested in my career when I paid for reposts coming up. You feel me? I did shit like that. You feel me? It's done wrong. I ain't never paid for a feature. Yeah. But like, I pay for reposts, like, and
I feel that.
I feel like people don't like want to do that. They want to get like free shit all the time, but it's like, you gotta invest in your career, bro. Like, nobody's gonna believe in you before you. So if you don't even believe in yourself to put money in yourself, like, why is somebody else gonna just believe in you?
What's your goal with your? This is a final one. It's like, what's kind of your goal, like 2 or 3 years down the road as an artist? Do you want to stay independent? Is a label deal something in your future? Or do you not care? It's just like, I'm gonna make music that I vibe with, and whatever happens.
Honestly, I probably am gonna sign soon.
Yeah,
I've already been getting like hit up by labels and shit like that. I've been having A&Rs hit me up, but like, I'm looking for the right deal. Like, to me, it's not about just being signed to a label to me, because like, if I wanted to be signed to a label, I could have been signed. Like, it's about getting the right deal that I feel like I know my worth. You feel me? They know my worth. I feel like it's a comfortable situation. I like the people. I like their team. All that shit. Like, everything has to come together. It has to be the right time. Like,
I feel
so. It's just like, I also want to hold out as long as I can before I sign to it, because I want leverage. Like, for all the people out there like that want to sign mad early, like, just know, like, you could sign early and like secure that bag, because you never know, you could fall off. But then again, if you bet on yourself and you go up even more, when you go back to those labels, the bag's gonna be even higher, because like, you're not gonna need them as much as you did when you did. You feel me? So
definitely. What do you have coming up, like dropping for the fans? Like, any singles, any projects coming up, visuals? I
got some new songs coming out. I'm gonna drop some shit. I'm gonna drop some shit with Yeet soon.
Hell yes, dude.
Me and you gonna have some shit soon. Me and Retta. I'm trying to think who else I'm about to drop some shit with. I'm trying to work with a lot more artists. Like, me and my team, when we came together, like, our goal by the end of this year was to have me work with 5 artists that I haven't worked with before. You feel me? Because I want to I want to start getting like expanding into other like
facts,
into other shit. Like, I just gotta start collabing more. For like a long time, I didn't like features and shit like that. Like, I just felt like I could do everything on my own, and like but that's like ego. Like, you feel me? There's nothing wrong with collaborating.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes people could add stuff that you didn't even know was possible musically.
Like I just dropped a song the other week called How to Fuck. with my son June.
Shout out, I'm sick of June. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that shit drop. Yeah,
produced by Retta, and like nobody really knows about June right now, but like I feel like soon June's gonna go crazy. For me, he's already starting to get in that bag now. He's starting to go up, but yeah, like I'm starting to just like work with people I see, like I can see like being on my song that's gonna elevate it. Like he elevated that song. I had that song for a minute and I didn't know who to send it to. Like I knew I wanted to have somebody on it, but I didn't know who to send it to. But when I listened to June's shit, I was just like, oh nah, he could fit perfect on this shit.
Facts.
And the song going crazy.
That song went crazy.
So, yeah.
All right, man. This is it. Open mic. Any shout outs? Anything you want to say? Like just anything. Open mic.
Shout out my gang. You feel me? Murder FM. Shout out Bloody Osiris, you feel me? Bloody Dior, Butter. Shout out my little brother, you gotta get my son comment here. Shout out Bando, get up in this bitch real quick.
Let's go.
Bando, you feel me? These my young niggas on the come up. Shout out Kosa, you feel me? Free O'Malley.
I might get sick, might get a rap. I feel like a nerd, I'm counting my digits, got my cash, yeah. And this life I be living is fucked up. Got 2 bad bitches with me get fucked up. In the back of the whip I get sucked up. Keep the 30 on me and be tucked up. Most of y'all do anything just to get a little fame. Little Kobe in the air, baby. I might just go super saiyan. I call hella sky.